Thank y'all for coming back and joining us for another intriguing episode of
Audiotrafficker.
Yeah. Thank y'all for watching. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel.
Subscribe.
Follow on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and SoundCloud at Audiotrafficker. Check us out on We Up On It Radio with the homie Knox. And at Twitter at Pusher of
Audio.
On Twitter at Pusher of
Audio.
Ding.
I wanted to start off and I wanted to say that it feels good from a music standpoint right now in the world, in the universe.
Mm-hmm.
So as I was chilling today
Good
and spending
music vibes.
as I was chilling today and spending some time with my little homie today, and I was tuned into the radio and I was listening to it for about a good hour, and during that hour I heard about 5 to 6 Carolina artists being played in regular rotation.
Shut your mouth.
That's dope.
Yo, I'm serious. I'm freaking serious. It was dope.
State love.
Yeah, it was state love, and it wasn't a mixed show. It wasn't 1 a.m. So it feels good. Do you think the tides are turning right now?
I hope so. Hashtag NC Hip Hop.
Yeah, I don't know about turning, but because like I said, it's always been people who got love. You know what I'm saying? It just when you get your love and who you get your love from. So if it's a situation where more of that is being shared to the artists, I think that's a good thing.
All right. And being that we're fresh to death, as you notice, our surroundings are fresh to death.
New set.
Yeah, big up to H.
Shout out to First Up for the new set.
Brian the Builder.
He built it. He painted it. He made it with his hands.
HGTVB.
Word up. It looks good.
Yo, it looks good, my brother. It looks good.
Since
Fuck
we got
y'all.
the new set, we figured that we would set it off with who's your guest today?
My guests are none other than ILLPO.
I'm a guest. I'm a guest and I'm a host.
Hey, good to see you.
I'm going to ask a question, then run over there and answer.
Hey, before we
Run on
get into
side
that,
of
though,
Excuse me, self.
I do want to give a shout out to Trey Falsetto,
Shout out to Trey Falsetto.
who is on our Audiotrafficker mixtape,
Volume 1.
Volume 1. And he has also been in rotation for his song,
Hey.
Blow. I'm about to blow.
Yo, he was one of the people that I heard today during that run of Carolina artists. They was playing like, I heard Tigo, I heard Luke Nasty, I heard Black Boy, I heard Trez Falsetto, and I heard Swift, like all within that time period. So it was good, and all of the music sounded good. So it felt good.
Dope.
It felt good. It felt
Dope.
really
Shout
good.
out to the state.
Yeah, and
Yay.
Trez Falsetto was on Audiotrafficker mixtape Volume 1,
Here's the key. What radio station was playing at?
102.
So shout out to 102.
Big shouts to 102.
Shout out to 102.
Big
for
shouts
doing
to
I know
102.
he's in rotation on 97.5
That's dope.
also.
That's dope.
Can we get him up here?
Yes, we can.
Yeah,
We're
Trey.
going to try it.
You
Try
need
it.
to-
Come
you need to come
through.
up here.
Holla at us. So, getting into it, let's talk about you guys, because I don't want our audience to think that you are just somebody that's just sitting up here, randomly talking about hip-hop. You guys are legends in the game.
It's a strong word.
Very strong word.
If Monique can be a legend,
Okay.
you can be a
Okay, well,
legend.
all right.
You can be
All right.
a legend.
All right, my love.
You're the most decorated
We're the most
legend.
decorated.
Okay? Look at their credentials. Holla, holla.
I think I'm the most legendary in my street, in my subdivision.
Yeah.
So
That's a good title to hold right there.
Yeah, I mean, I hold on to that. So, big shots to the neighborhood. Yeah, big shots to the neighborhood.
That's a heavy word right there. But, some people actually call us that. I think we too humble. You know what I'm saying? Some days we want to take our humble hat off and we might hold that mantle a little bit more. But, we definitely put in some work.
Yeah, and typically legends are living off of their legend. Is that an accurate? Is that an accurate?
Not true.
Is that an accurate statement?
Monique
I
apparently
was
can't
just
get
about
paid.
to say, not Monique.
And she won an Oscar.
But
Yeah.
I'm saying she's still. I mean, Monique ain't going.
She act like she ain't eating.
She ain't badging in somewhere. That's what I'm saying.
Sound like she on a
No,
run.
I mean, you know what I'm saying. I mean,
Daddy. Is it okay if I talk daddy?
She ain't badging
Daddy.
in.
I mean, Mary J's a legend, and we were just talking about, her
She
situation.
don't own her work.
I mean,
How
to be in
sad
debt
is
crazy
that?
like that, you know what I'm saying?
And she
So,
owes what, $25 million?
Damn, that's sad. I didn't. Damn,
Sad.
that's sad.
Wow.
I don't see how you could owe what you should be worth. Granted, I don't know her worth. I hope it's.
Her husband took it all. He's a loser.
Mm-hmm.
Like daddy. Monique, lose your manager. Okay? Lose them. Go with the white man.
So Kim. So Kim.
Well, we need a flag.
Yeah, where the flag at? Throw the flag out. Somebody throw the flag.
Can we get that?
Somebody throw the flag.
Yeah, we need a flag for that.
But back to you guys. So, how long have you guys been in the game?
It's been a long time. It's probably.
I mean, y'all only like 20. So, y'all had to start when you like
in dog
9.
years. In dog years. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We've probably been doing the music probably for real for when we start putting out music and things of that nature. I would say at the turn of the millennium, where we started putting out records like 2000, and then we put out works in 2002 and 2004. So, yeah, at the turn of the millennium, so a good 17, 18 years.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a long damn time.
It is.
It is.
So, how did y'all meet?
Well, it's a
Well, y'all like walking on
legend.
campus, like, oh my God, we got on the same shoes.
I'm gonna tell you what it was. So
we gotta be friends.
I'm gonna tell you what it was. So I lived on the 3rd floor of Scott
C. Shout out to Scott C. North Carolina A&T.
Yeah, big shout out to the 3rd floor, Scott C.
Word.
And I lived on the 3rd floor. Me, the homie Sublime, who back then they used to call him Short Round, and the homie G Robes were all on the 3rd floor. And I was a freshman at A&T, and I came to A&T from Virginia. Big shout out to the #1 team in the country. I thought somebody had something to say over there. Yeah. So, they had a 1040. They had something on the radio station in on 102 that was called the 1040 roll call, which was kind of like a battle where you call in and you rap, and another person call in and rap, and they let you win 2 nights in a row. They didn't let you continue, but they let you do 2 nights in a row. So I got on it, and I never forget the beat that they used. The beat that they used was Nod Factor by Mad Skills. I don't know if y'all remember that. That's a long time ago.
Because your nose is fat.
So I killed the dude. I killed the dude on that. So the buzz had went out around campus that it was a dude on the 3rd floor that's killing people on the radio. And Boones and Bless was already down there doing y'all music thing. So I did it again the next night, killed the dude again, and there was a knock at the door, and I let Boones take it away from me.
It was me and my man Bless. You know what I'm saying? Bless was like, yeah, let's go upstairs. It's this cat from VA who was on a roll call. He's supposed to be mad nice. So, you know what I'm saying? We went up in there. I had the fresh red bear on. The only bear bubble jacket on the yard at that time. Again, I was the originator of that. So we came in the room. It was crazy because literally
this nigga had gold front. He had gold bottoms and shit.
It was crazy.
You know
this
what
was
I'm
crazy.
saying? He had gold.
So
shit.
it's about 30 dudes in the room. You know what I'm saying?
In
they
my
all,
room,
yeah, you know, sessioning or whatever. And Jay's like, I don't know if you ever seen, I can't think of the movie where they go to the Amazon and get locked up. But he's just basically like the tribal leader. He like the Buddha. It's all the little underlings around him, and he's just sitting there, smoke all everywhere, whatever. So you know what I'm saying? Me and my man come in, and ironically, I don't know how it was set up this way, but I sat like directly across from him, and it was just kind of like, all right, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna see what's good. And I think cats just started rhyming. Like, you rhyme. Cats had a set like a crazy 3, 4, 5 hour session that night.
Yep.
Because when we left, like that following day, everybody was like, yo, we need to form a group.
Yeah, we need to form a group.
So,
yeah, we rapped for like I said, like 3, 4 hours, like nonstop. Blunts was consistently rolled. This was back. It was back in that day.
It was acceptable back then.
Yep. And there were probably Philly Titans, during that era, and it was just cool because I had never really been around a lot of rap dudes that I held in high regards, like Boones and Bless and Sublime and G Robes. So collectively, that's where we came together after that night and formed ILLPO Position.
Yeah, it was a long time ago on the yard of Scott C. And then, you know, over the years, you know, just as people grow, you know, we still close with everybody from the original group. But I think just kind of over time, you know, everybody has their own path that they got to walk in their own direction. So it just kind of, slowly dwindled down from 5 to 4, 4 to 3, 3 to 2. And everybody was still with us kind of in spirit, you know what I'm saying? But it ended up just kind of being me and Jay. And then when it was me and Jay, we kind of like put rocket fuel behind it, you know what I'm saying? It was, and we actually did the first, after that session, the crazy thing is, the first song, we was like, all right, boom, we a crew. We got to do songs. The first song, maybe even the first 2, was me and Jay. Yeah. It's like we got together.
Magnum IP.
Yeah, I remember
you know
what I'm saying? Bong. And that's when we kind of came back to the crew. Like, we already got the first joint. Everybody was like, all right, it's crazy. So me and him already had the chemistry, like, off gate. You know what I'm saying? And we just kind of ran with that.
And this was the era where if you had 10 people in the room, maybe only 2 people rapped. Now we're in the era where you have 10 people in the room, 9 of them rap.
So wait a minute. Are y'all telling me Sublime raps?
Sublime is a beast.
Really?
Sublime will be on Bonsai also. Just FYI. Yeah, Sublime is
Wow.
Sublime is one of the he's gonna be selling shirts on the album. He's gonna be selling shirts on the album. But yeah, he's one of the original members of Ill Position. Third Leg Greg, Short Round. That was his name. Third Leg Greg, Short Round. Big shots to Sublime, GSH, Stone and Wood. So as you can see how relevant he is still to us.
Yeah, so I see. So how did y'all get the name Ill Position? How did that come about?
Tribe Called Quest.
Yeah, listening to Tribe.
Large Professor.
Large Professor and...
it's a shame we don't know the name of the song.
Yeah, I don't remember the name of the
The
song.
vibes and such?
But I remember what he said. He said, self-mission, I had her in an ill position. And at that time, we really had a lot of females in ill positions. And we just considered...
Not claiming that.
We just took that as our name. So that was then.
So how would you describe your style of hip-hop?
Raw, I'm gonna give it to you with no trivia. Right, like, nah, it's raw though. It's raw. I don't think it's really any math or science to it. I think that's one of the things, specifically with me and Jay. You know what I'm saying? I mean, really with all of us that we kind of caught like, yo, they just raw with it. Like it ain't no gimmick, it ain't no trick. It's just I got bars. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's kind of been one of the things that, we always come with. I think, throughout the years, we have had songs where we may not kill it because we dumbing it down a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And the point of the dumb it down is because we trying to get, you know what I'm saying, a little bit of that commercial success. But I think the path that we on throughout the years we've been fortunate enough to be able to kind of get back to what it is that we do and be really, I think, appreciated and champion for for that.
Yeah, I think that's what when you said legend, I talked to big shouts to the homie Keith McMasters, and we was talking about him before the episode. The time I spent in LA, I spent a lot of time with him out there, and then after that,
LA
I did talk to him.
Yeah, why were you in LA?
LA stories.
Well, let me finish this part,
Okay.
then I'll tell you. And he was like, yo, it was, I don't know what was going on. He called, he was in town. And this was the first time I had heard it. I heard it from him. I had never heard anybody say it. He was like, yo, bro, for real, y'all dudes legendary. I don't know if you realize it, because even though y'all may not have made all the money, made all the big accolades, but y'all made the music. And the music is what sets y'all apart from what everybody else is doing. He was like, y'all catalog, before y'all even came down and recorded with me that long time ago.
Yeah.
We went down. He was like, I knew about y'all.
Yeah.
And with everything that went on, he was like, y'all legend is still, it's an untold story. So I'm thankful for this opportunity to shed some light on some things.
Yeah.
So speaking of shedding light on some things, so why were you in LA?
I was in LA back in 2004 with Fantasia when she was doing her American Idol thing.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Shout out to all the Barinos.
Yeah, big shouts to the Barinos.
And so why were you with Fantasia?
I was her concubine. No, I'm just fucking with you. No, I'm just fucking with y'all. Nah, that was my girl. That was my girl at the time. You know what I'm saying?
Like your homegirl? Like,
nah, that was my shorty. We
sis.
lived together. That was my John.
Yeah, I used to come to the apartment.
Yeah, you used to come to we lived together. Actually, you know what I'm saying? Like, my character is in her movie. My pictures are in her book. So this is this is not no facade.
Yeah, you can verify.
It's verified.
This ain't fake news.
No, this ain't fake news.
We can verify this.
Yeah, we were in the Hood Boy video. We're out with Big Boy, and we had long conversations with Big Mona Scott.
What?
I think that's one of the.
She was little.
When she was little. And that's one of the things that also make our story so ill is that, everything that we've been through, like it ain't just we've been rapping and making good music over the years.
Like y'all know people.
I mean, we know a lot of people, and a lot of people's question because we know a lot of people is just like, yo, I don't understand how y'all ain't on. Like how you know such and such, how such and such will call you, but you not on. It's just like at the end of the day, we on our journey. You know what I'm saying? We on our road, and I'm comfortable with whatever our story is. Like I got a hell of a story to tell. You know what I'm saying? And I'm cool with that being my story. But again, that's one of the things that kind of adds to our legend because, you might see me in Walmart and then you might see me on this, quick little video in that little quick 2 seconds, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or you might see a clip of us opening up for rap, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or you might see, a flyer where we did, did something heavy, but we still here, you know what I'm saying? We still very tangible. And we humble, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, those people rock with us for a reason because they know who we are.
But the kind of the facade is that people think we're not tangible or that we don't fuck with people. And it's not that way. We fuck with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes down to it, not unless you done, I don't fuck with you if you done shitted on me. You know what I'm saying? That's only natural. But, I think over the years, people thought that we were just not touchable. There have been situations. There have been situations where there were $1 million deals on the table for ill position for ILLPO, where things didn't fall down and the streets get a hold of shit like that. It get crazy, and you know what I'm saying. I know you remember those times where.
Congrats, y'all! I heard y'all got the deal. Word? You tell my job? I tell my job I got the deal. I didn't even know I got the deal.
So it is what it is. And you know what I'm saying? You think about, you know what I'm saying? I think about, I know on Bonsai, I say, we was a little brother to Burrow, but back then we didn't have a knife. I think about, like, Little Brother and the legend that they are. But have they made a huge impact on hip-hop, or have they made a huge impact financially or whatever? Nah, not really, but they still are living off of music.
True.
So that's the one thing that me and Booz have taken. We've taken that time to be like, you know what? Fuck jobs. Let's do it. We've done that. But you know what eventually ends up happening? Hey, man, I start my new junk Monday. You know what I'm saying? Because life, life is real. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
But we done had so much stuff happen, like, you know what I'm saying, going to Atlanta with the deals that was on the line. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Quitting our jobs and doing that. And shout out to O. We need to do a whole segment about O.
Yeah, big shout out to Overdose,
shout out to O.
Yeah.
But then, you know what I'm saying, like stuff like that and just all the stuff that, you know what I'm saying, would kind of come with us doing this, you would kind of get that, y'all got stuff on the table and it's like right there. And even though stuff didn't necessarily pan out, you just had all of these situations where it's like, we was at MTV when they had the little rap-off shit, you know what I'm saying, and stayed the night, all night with like 1,000 people, you know what I'm saying, in line, knowing if we get in this building, we gonna kill it. Mm-hmm. We gonna crush because it's cats having sessions and ciphers
Same
all
night
night.
Of the Grammys.
Same night of the Grammys. Yep. And it's like 1,000 of us out there, and this was crazy. So all everybody who's up there, I can't remember when they had this, but it was like this big MTV battle for all these rappers. It was like calling people from everywhere.
MTV was trying to do the equivalent of
some American Idol shit. Yeah. So all the New Yorkers.
Hold on, time out. So we in line the night before.
All night.
Now it's cold as shit. We got fucking, what's the shit Shaq be promoting?
The thermal joints.
The icy hot.
Shout out to Lanisha and my sister for bringing us those joints.
For bringing us the heat pads and shit and bringing us soup and coffee and shit. We got heat pads all over them.
Niggas like, yo.
We're in a line like this. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all
like,
got
you know what I'm
management,
saying?
they
It's
brought
a
y'all
line.
there?
Like getting
Yeah,
into a
crazy.
concert. So it's the line. We wall to wall. You got people that are caught buses from across the country, cats from Nebraska, cats from Oregon. And then next thing you know, an all-out cipher pops off while we still stuck in line. And big shouts to Metaphor the Great. He was out there in the line with us that night. Jabril, you may know him from the Boondocks, and you might know him from Metaphor the Great. So we're in line, right? So what happened was the rule said you wasn't supposed to line up the night before. That's what the rule said.
Oh,
but what we did was, man, we was riding around the city, and we was like, we rolled by the spot.
And was
we
like,
wanted to go to the
there
spot.
go the line right there.
They in line.
They in line right there.
They in line. So we went back to the hotel. He padded up, got in line. And what happened was the next morning, when all the New York local niggas noticed that all of these out-of-towners is in line and they may not get no shot, know what they did?
Nah, they was upset, first of all.
Well, the niggas was talking shit.
But then the motherfuckers who was in line got the
talking shit.
audacity to
talking
taunt
shit.
all these hometown dudes. Like, y'all
Y'all
thought
like
y'all was
that?
gonna get, y'all thought y'all was gonna get. Niggas like, word. So we all like basically in the tunnel. They got us all guard rail in. The entrance is kind of up here. All these dudes go all the way around the back. And then only thing we remember was you just heard the rumblings.
You look behind you as you see people falling like dominoes. So what the New York dudes did was take off full speed and rush the line. It was
Stampede.
like 100 of them. And they just rushed the line and people just start falling.
Stampede.
I lost my Timberland. They had the they had the police on horses
out there, gas out there.
They had the riot
That shit look like
police out
something
there.
from like
it
a
never made
a
the
pop-
news.
like
it never made
Mad
the
Max.
news either.
You lose your shoes and shit?
Yeah, I lost.
Yo,
I
we
lost
was
my
running
Tim. Yeah, I
in a
lost my
sea of
Tim.
people just like
Yeah,
it
we
was
had to
like
get
a
out,
sea
man.
of
You would
people,
have been crushed.
crazy,
you would have been
man.
crushed because we was right in the middle of the
Kids
line.
was crying.
Yep.
Babies was in the streets.
Yeah, it was bad.
Damn.
It was bad. It was bad.
So did y'all ever get to?
Nah, we
No,
left.
it got canceled.
We left. No, and they did it like 2 weeks later,
Oh,
but
okay.
we was like, we can't go back up
Yeah.
there. We took that time
Yeah.
off of our jobs. So it was like we specifically planned to do it right then. They canceled it, and they was like, we're not going to do another one. Then 2 weeks later, they was like, all right, we're going to do another one. And they had it more organized. So it was like, and this some whack dude won it. You know what I'm saying? But it was like.
That we don't remember.
Yeah, we don't even remember.
So cool story. Like since I completely forgot about that. Cool
Story time?
Cool story.
J-Bond True Stories.
Cool story. So I was a trainer at my job, and it was this dude in my training class, and he didn't have a ride one day. But we had talked, you know what I'm saying, throughout the time he was in training, you know what I'm saying, he did beats, and I told him we did music. So he didn't have any transpo, and he didn't have a ride one day. He was like, you know what, I'm probably going to have a ride for a little bit. You mind if I just roll with you, go to your crib, listen to some beats, y'all spit, whatever. So we did that. We rhyme over his beats for a long time, and I think Bless may still have his tape, but that dude is Knife Wonder.
Wow.
And that's how we met Knife Wonder way back then. And, you know what I'm saying, we still in communication with Knife, but just one of them ill position, cool stories. This was before Little Brother. This is before, Jay-Z, Destiny's Child, Jamla, and Rhapsody. This was Pat. And I know Nas know Pat from Central in them days back in Durham and Raleigh or whatever, but that was our encounter. And this was when it was 3 members of ILLPO. Mm-hmm. That was when it was me, Boons, and Bless, US 3. So this was another cool story.
So did y'all ever use any of his production?
No, and it was a tape. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
This was, it was a tape.
Oh, we taking it back.
And I remember some of the feedback that Knife had.
Play, record.
I remember some of the feedback that Knife had for us at that time was, he was like, yo, I love y'all. Y'all can spit, but y'all beats too busy. I'll never forget that feedback. Mm-hmm. He was like, y'all beats got too much shit going on with it. But big shots to Overdose. You still a monster.
Yeah, because, I would be chopping that.
Yeah. So he said y'all beats was too busy. But yeah, that's one of the cool stories. The next thing you know, he resigned, and they went and started Little Brother.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow, small damn world.
But we had these good, cool moments where, I think we went out to Winston with Amazing,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? And Amazing told Knife we was coming, and Knife was just like, yo, y'all come back to the hotel, you know what I'm saying? And this was before they actually broke up, You know what I'm saying? So I feel like he kind of wanted to just kind of share with us how they got to that point. But, you know, we had these little moments where, you know, we'll get a call from Tasia, you know what I'm saying? Fly out to LA, come shoot this video. You know what I'm saying? Call from Ninth. You know, y'all open up for rap. You know what I'm saying? So we have these moments that validate what we do to me, you know what I'm saying, to us. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? I know the impact that we had when Tasia posted the
Yeah,
joint
she
the other
just
day.
shouted you out on Twitter.
Yeah,
About 2-3 months ago.
Well,
the BET cipher.
Well, I'm very impactful. You know?
I bet.
I mean,
I bet.
I'm very impactful. No. Chill. Nah, but yeah, big shots to Tasia. You know, she ain't had to do that. And you know, I'm definitely grateful for all the people that saw the name ILLPO. From her, basically her being on the Soul Train Awards and doing the Cypher thing, probably took her back to a time when that's what we used to do. Because really, we met on some music shit.
We did.
We all met on some music shit.
Be in the crib, her, Reek, Teeny,
Jack, we worked with her cousins.
KB.
He was like, yo, y'all do music?
Bobby.
Oh, yeah, my cousins do music
Tavares?
too. Yeah, the twins. We met.
We up in the crib, Rico
I used to work
banging
with
on the wall, making beats, you know what I'm saying, while we rapping. Crazy.
We got music with them too, you know what I'm saying? We got about 3 or 4 records with Tasia and Rico.
Still thump right now.
They're still not with Teeny, you know what I'm saying? So them still my peoples. I wish them nothing but the best, you know what I'm saying?
And again, I think that's one of the things that kind of adds to our legend too. Again, people have seen this stuff, you know what I'm saying? And they just like, yo, y'all doing it. And we like, I mean, we get busy, you know what I'm saying? None of these people's doing no life-changing shit, and not even that we would expect them to. You know what I'm saying? We're going to continue to grind, and we don't ask for no handouts, but I think that's one of the things that adds to our legend because we co-signed by some serious people. We co-signed by your average Joe that you might see on the street. We co-signed by some of your favorite local artists, and we co-signed by some of the biggest artists in the game.
I don't think, I don't think people in those positions realize how much impact they have off of very small things. I'll never forget at the time when, you know what I'm saying, Tasia won American Idol, I wanted her to go on 106 and Park and wear an ILLPO shirt. And she didn't really understand the importance of what that would have did for us.
Right.
Something very small, something very simple that would not have required much work. And I think, you know what I'm saying, I don't know if it's, sometimes they get caught up in their own world and they forget about the other people that were around them. And sometimes that changes things. And that's what changed us. So, we can
have a conversation about this another day. We was talking about this a little bit earlier. Because people be so busy trying to secure the bag for themselves. A lot of times people be like, well, why don't you look out for this person or look out for that person? Again, we definitely don't do that. But I get the idea. That's one of when we talk about the downfalls of artists who sign to other artists, that artist still working to be a star. So 9 out of 10 times, that artist is not going to be fully invested in you because he's still trying to secure his bag. You know what I'm saying? Not till you get somebody who's comfortable in that spot can you really expect them to be like, all right, this is what we're gonna do for the next, people coming behind us. But as long as we continue to elevate our artists, like you said, you heard, on the radio where we giving them platforms. I think, at the end of the day, we'll finally get that ecosystem that we've been talking about, where we got artists coming up, artists who flourishing independently, who know, and they got we got a nice little farm system where we bring in cats right on up to the game. I'm hoping that we can get to that.
Now, that might be a whole nother episode, but, you have a whole lot of people that want to be stars. Nobody wants to play like
too many Chiefs.
The background,
Not enough
the
Indians.
background positions.
The streets.
The
Shout
promoters want to
split the villain.
Big shots to split the villain, yo. But because we talked about it on the documentary, and make sure you look out for us on the North Carolina Hip Hop Documentary Volume 2. You know what I'm saying, about what success is from a musical standpoint. And realistically, you know what I'm saying, from my perspective, and I echo the same sentiments I said, when you are to the point where you can live off of music and what you've done for music, I consider that successful. Ain't nothing like making money off shit you love. You know what I'm saying? So,
you do what you love, you never work again.
Exactly.
That's
It ain't considered work. It ain't considered work. You just making dollars from that stuff. So, you know what I mean? It's levels to it.
So now we got a bunch of flyers and press passes.
It's nice. It's so nice.
From the past.
I remember that.
magazines.
Big shots to Corey, man, for the official ILLPO.
Back in the day, look how clean them boys were.
Yeah, that
you
was
got
dope.
this production. You
That
got
was dope.
this.
That was dope.
You got this.
My collar's way too big though, right there in that shot.
So
He about to fly away. Boom's about to fly away
who
on
had
that
on a
shit.
long dress?
No, look at his collar. He got the
did?
that
That
nigga,
brother was clean.
nigga collar, boy.
I think this is around the time I had first. So I have known D since '99.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry, Booms. He was D back then.
Some people may know me as D, as Damon.
Yeah, he was D back then. So all of these flyer promos that you guys did, this is
Let me see that.
Chocolate City Thursday. So out of all of these
Damn.
memorable moments, which would you say is your most memorable?
I can't really say, but now that you got this here, big shots to Toe Season.
Ninth Floor Music Circle.
Yeah,
What's
that's
that? Selinsky and
Yep. So I'm
Shout out
looking at
to
this.
Selinsky.
I'm looking at this right here. Big shots to Toe Season Entertainment, Chocolate City
He did put that
Thursday,
event together too.
and
Didn't he?
ILLPO's album release party. This is around the same time that magazine dropped, and we also dropped the album
That's a dope picture right
called Easy to Hate.
Method Man, Red Man.
Yep, we opened up for Method Man and Red Man. Big shots to my man Nash T.
This before the hatred. This before the hatred built up. Before the hatred built up in me.
Oh, is that what?
Yeah, this before
Gabriel's.
before I
Oh
became bitter.
shit.
What was
Who
this? Let me
that?
see.
Rock Boys featuring Joe Barino.
Yeah, big shots to my dude Teeny, and hosted by Rico Barino. I really don't know if this even happened. I don't know. I'm trying to
Spitfire. Open
Spitfire.
mic.
Oh man. And they got me on the other side as I'm
That's
blended in with the actual flyer. I'm blending in with the flyer. What's going on? Spitfire open mic.
So what's your most memorable show?
Oh,
Grey Goose Saturday?
you know what's crazy?
Oh, six.
I don't think it was my most memorable. I'm gonna tell you a show that stands out. To me,
the North Cat Tour.
we
did a lot.
we performed at a rib fest
in
in Winston-Salem.
The Rib Fest. Let me
I'm hoping
get
it
one. Let me get one
wasn't that
yo,
real
rib.
fest that
Yo,
me and Brian
hold
went
on,
to.
yo.
Let me get
We
one
performed at a
rib.
That
rib
shit
fest.
was horrible.
For ribs.
No, that was a big.
We got
performed for ribs.
we got free ribs and a keg of beer, and that was the shit.
Yeah, it was
Big
awesome.
shots to the
That
Rib
was y'all
Fest.
pay?
Who was we
Yeah.
performing with?
yeah,
Some
yep.
band. The band. We was performing with a band out there, right? Live band.
I really don't remember. I
Yeah.
just remember the ribs
I
and the
remember
beer.
we definitely got.
I just remember the ribs and the beer. That was
One of my favorite shows was I know the flyer in here somewhere, but the joint we did with Laz, we talk about it all the time. Laz, Mez, Rap. It was Tucson.
When you say rap, do you mean Rhapsody?
I mean Rhapsody.
Yep.
Yes.
I mean King Maz.
Shout
that's
out to
with Dr.
Rhapsody.
Dre. King
Grammy
Maz.
nominated.
Yep, and King Maz with Dr. Dre, Lazarus, Poe Mac, and big shots to Poe Mac and them for putting that shit on that day
Yeah,
in
that was a
Chapel
dope
Hill.
show.
That was dope. I think one of my livest and most memorable shows was a show. I'm gonna tell you how I know I remember the show, cause y'all went and slept on the beach and watched the sunrise that next
Ooh.
morning in Wilmington.
Shout
that show
out to
was
the
crazy.
port. Oh,
Yeah, that show was crazy.
oh.
Yeah, that show. The
Oh.
Wilmington show was dope. Yeah, Wilmington show was dope.
Shout out to Brandon B.
Yeah, it was at the Soapbox. Yeah, it was at the Soapbox upstairs. Yeah, we was upstairs. I know we did one downstairs, but this show was upstairs. That was a super dope show. I think you got this Music Fashion Expo 16 that was in Raleigh. That was
2011.
that was with King Maz also.
Oh, that was dope.
That
There
show
was a
was stupid.
lot of people at that
That was
joint.
before Maz was about to go. And,
Yeah.
and go do
Because he was
things.
like, "This is my last joint in Raleigh." I think.
Yep. So that was a super dope show. Opening up
Who
for
brought us out there? Josie, right?
Eargasm.
Eargasm.
Yeah, Eargasm bought us out.
Did we
That
do the joint
sounds
with
sexy.
Josie out there?
Eargasm.
I don't remember. But no, it was like somewhere in the industrial area. It was off the highway, like a warehouse.
You sound like some old dude.
Yeah, it was like some warehouse shit. But that shit was dope. It was like a fashion show, a music expo. Let me see. Old Blind Tiger, The Problem Show. The
Naps Crew.
The problem was Ill Position and Naps Crew. And Naps Crew is Brandon D, Jael, Panama Black, Jay White, and it was Ill Position. And what we did was we did a show at the Old Blind Tiger.
Those were the two power crews of Greensboro at
the
that time.
You know what I'm saying? And we did a show, a crazy show. I mean, we had people coming from everywhere to this show that night. It was on a Tuesday night.
We did a mixtape.
We did a mixtape for the show.
To release on the show
and
with collaborative mixtape.
Yep, that we put out the night of the show.
Crazy.
It was a crazy night. I think that was part of some of the reason why the Old Blind Tiger got shut down, because a lot of people got beat up that night.
Damn.
It was fights. It was shots fired. But that might be one of the best, if not the best.
We had the live band. We had Rico.
The live band.
We performed Rico.
But it was so
the boys performed the
thick.
band.
Like, that was one of the first times that I looked out and I was like, yo, all these people here for us. And it was like, I mean, it was wall to wall. It was like people on top of each other. Like, I was like, yo, this is crazy.
Yo, this got to be part one, because I got so much more that I want to say.
Okay, so let me ask this. So out of all your projects, all your catalog, which is your favorite? What would you say is your favorite? Which one is that?
Classic?
Classic ILLPO.
I'm going to say, let me see. It's in here. I saw it earlier. You got so much shit. I think this might be my favorite. Red Clay Soldiers. Yeah, Red Clay Soldiers.
We got a witness.
If you got this, you was rocking with us.
Yeah, Red Clay Soldiers.
You was rocking with it. But let me see that. Let me see that grind harder. Let me see that. Yep, right there. We did this first. Actually, we did the review first.
Yeah, we did a review. Yeah.
And I feel like we did something after the review as well, but I'm not sure.
Whatchamacallit.
But this was the one that made everybody kind of like, yo.
And you know what's crazy about when we put that out? We had, I'll never forget, Young G picked up a song off of that and put on the radio.
Made for Mixtape.
Yeah, it was
Made for Mixtape. That was the name of it.
The song's called Made for Mixtape with my man Top Nacho from the Blocko.
So we got the recognition of the streets off this joint right here.
Yeah.
By the time it got time to do this joint, my man O is in our ear, only as O can be. Holland Bay, like, we got to take the sound to the next level. We like, y'all good and y'all can rap, but now it's that moment where y'all need that commercial success. So we like, you know, what you want to do. Kind of amped it up the street themes a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? O kind of gave us it was just real hood, but it was clean. This almost felt like the first album. It almost felt like everything else was a lead up into
I'm gonna tell you,
this right here.
You know what's crazy? When I think about when we did From Red Clay to Grind Harder, that was around the time where we was like, you know what I'm saying, fuck working for anybody but ourselves. And what we did was, not only did we put out some Grind Harder music, we was out literally grinding harder for our own selves, where we weren't clocking in 9 to 5, and we was just waking up and posting up at gas stations. Or going, or driving to South, or driving to Salisbury, selling the music, or Charlotte, or whatever.
And the crazy thing is that
a
lot of the core fans who like and love this did not rock with this.
Correct.
Now, not that they hated it, but this was more commercially sounding. This was a bigger record, and this is what got us a lot of the fans outside of our circle. So this took us from 400 fans to like 3,000 fans, 4,000 fans, you know what I'm saying? And this was kind of the one that opened everybody's eyes. And then once we kind of got their ears, we can kind of do what we want to do with them a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And that's kind of
what came next. What came next? I forget, but either way.
So what's the biggest artist you guys ever collaborated with? Oh, wow, there is Sublime right there.
Sublime.
That's G Robes. That's C Boog's brother right there at the Breakfast Club. That's G Robes.
Is this at Best Diner?
That's at Best Diner, the Breakfast Club.
I love it.
I think we literally ate.
What's the biggest artist we've collaborated with?
Yes.
Ruffer.
Ruffer.
I don't know. I mean, shit. I mean, probably the biggest artist we collaborated with was When She Won't Big. It was Tasia. I mean, I don't, you know, from a standpoint of big.
Like when you talk about making records, yeah.
Yeah, that's probably it. We typically, you know, we're very organic. You know, big shouts to the Watch crew. Big shouts to our Up South team.
Word.
Big shouts to the Lotus gang.
My cousin ass.
Big shouts to, you know what I'm saying, big shouts to all of those people. It's more organic. We rock with who we rock with. You know what I'm saying?
Who would you want to collab with?
Let me say this too, for everybody out there who we haven't made songs with, it's not personal.
Don't.
You know what I'm saying?
To our mind, not our heart.
It's a lot of people who we rock with like heavy, like fam, that we don't even got records with as of yet. And first thing people like, man, y'all, and it ain't even that. Stuff got to happen organically, like my man said. So it's times that it took us 4 years to get around to doing records with cats we know, you know what I'm saying? Just because the timing got to be right. And I think all artists kind of understand that, but you know.
So what is y'all creative process? Like when you guys get ready to start on a project, how would you say your creative process begins, ends? How do y'all bounce off each other? How do y'all pick the production?
I'm going to say this.
I know we're running out of time.
We are.
We might have to do a part two.
We got to do a part two. It might be 4-part installment. But I'm gonna say this: it was so much easier and free flowing when we came up together. So when we left college, we got a crib together. So our crib was the spot. Everybody came to our spot all the time. So before we grew up, had families, you know what I'm saying, had to actually go and live and work and do all that stuff. That was the process. Come home, where the beats at, you know what I'm saying, fire them up, and we used to perform and do shows. We used to do shows at the crib. You know what I'm saying?
Come through.
Yo, they rock tonight. They rock right straight up. They rock. We're doing the show. They rocking. Come through. Yeah. House 10, 20, 30 people, and we just rocking. So that was the process. But I think as we kind of got older, it's a little more strategic. You know what I'm saying? Send me the beat. I'm going to write to a joint. Send me the beat. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to write to a joint. Come here. Boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying?
We're definitely not those dudes that rap to each other over the phone.
No.
Oh, really?
Let me let you hear this, man.
No.
Hey.
Let me let you hear this.
I'm not letting you hear shit over
Let me let you hear this right quick. These bars.
When I see you, I'll let you hear.
And we not them dudes that be rapping at the show outside. Like, I'm going to let you hear. Let me let you hear something, son.
I'm not rapping.
Let me let you hear something, son. No.
And I don't want to hear that shit either, yo. Yeah. So please, thanks.
Have y'all ever been booed at a show? Like, boo him.
Us as ILLPO? Us as ILLPO? Or us individually?
Either or. As a collectively or individually.
Who's got booed at the Apollo?
I got the most famous boo. Nah, and I really still.
Talk to me about it.
I still can't claim.
I
still won't claim that boo.
Refill my cup, production.
Shout out to Highly Gifted. Shout out to my boys Momac, B Fuller, Skip Rock, and J-Dub, man.
I want to hear this. So you was at the Apollo.
Yeah, we killed. Yeah, Miss Steve Harvey rubbed the log.
Where can we find this footage?
Hey, on the ILLPO DVD. I promise you.
It's only a clip though on there. It ain't the whole.
Yes.
A clip of it is on.
It ain't the whole. It's a
on
tape
the
somewhere
DVD.
with the whole set.
Yeah.
And here's the dope thing about the whole set. I ain't rap. I didn't rap.
But hold on, time out. And big shots, I love them dudes. I said big shots to Fuller, big shots to
Highly
J-Dub,
Gifted,
Momac, Skip. And when Boone told me he was going on the Apollo, I said, hey, bro.
That's not funny.
I said, hey, bro. You know, cause we was crew.
I'll tell you my story.
We was crew at that time. I said, look, I said, look, bro. I said, whatever you do, when you go on the Apollo, rap first.
You were trying to sing?
No.
It was a group.
Nah.
It was a group.
And I was gonna rap first.
I said, bro, rap first.
I was gonna rap first.
With a crew.
It was my crew.
Okay.
I was in the crew before this again. That's why we got the segment to join.
Yeah.
Because when I came from Philly, I went to Lexington, so I had my Lexington crew before I even went to college. Yep. Me and these dudes rap. You know what I'm saying? So we were still rapping. ILLPO still rapping. So I was kind of in like two groups. So again, Jay was like, so make sure you rap first. When we went to pick out the beats, I wanted to rhyme over certain beats. I think my man Skip wanted to rhyme over certain beat. Everybody else was like, nah, this the beat we want to rhyme over. So I was like, this is what we'll do. Y'all start with that beat, and then we'll flip the beat, and me and him will go and kind of kill it and bring it home. We never brought it home. We never got a chance.
The Sandman came out.
That we never got a chance to get to the point of, and this the messed up thing. When they record Showtime at the Apollo.
We're gonna go.
When they record Showtime at the Apollo, they do it so that it's like 3 or 4 hours. So that these crowds be hungry to boo. So by the time that we actually rock, it was like 3 hours since they got a chance to boo. So yeah, they was hungry. I specifically didn't get booed because I didn't rap, but I was with my crew who we collectively got booed at Showtime at the Apollo. It's out there. I'm gonna find the tape.
I need to see this. Where can we find the ILLPO DVD?
We gonna do it on part 2. We're gonna show it on part 2.
I am going to say,
So
I've been around for a long time, so it's only special people seen that footage.
Yeah,
I'm going to go ahead and tell everybody.
Yes.
That shit is funny.
I didn't rhyme. I didn't say a word.
He didn't even rhyme.
I literally ain't say a word the whole
And
time.
big shots to rest in peace, Kareem. They had
Shout out,
the Kareem
word up.
shirts.
My guy, 20 years. 20
That
years
was
to
the
my
Lord's
guy.
shirts that night.
February 15th. R.I.P.
So with
God bless the
the
dead.
real quick before we get into your next segment, before we shut it down, does one of your supporters being tased in the crowd the equivalent of being booed?
Yes.
Shout out to Knox.
All right, so big shots.
We up on it.
We're not going to talk about the
Big
story.
shot. Hold on now. Big shot. Hold on. Shut up, Dad. Shut up now.
Is that worse than the boo? If your fans get tased, if your entourage get tased,
I need to hear this.
Is that worse than the
So
boo?
I know we going
We're not going to talk about the chicken.
So we got.
but I gotta hear this story.
So
So,
we
how
got-
did one of your fans get tased?
So we
come
get
up there?
booked.
Can I come
So
up
we
there real
get
quick?
booked
I
in
gotta laugh.
Fayetteville. We get booked in Fayetteville. We get booked in Fayetteville, and we performing. Now, mind you, artists out there, everything that you get booked for ain't appropriate for you to rock at, and this was one of those nights. Okay, so when
the
the
club
party,
was
the party
jumping.
is jumping. The
you
party,
stay right
nah,
there.
hold
club
on.
was jumping.
The party is jumping, right? The
Yes.
party is jumping. What happens is
Are we going to start from
in the middle. No, hold on. No, hold on. In the middle. No, we gonna go there. But in the middle of the party, when everybody's jumping and partying at their optimum, they was like, "Yo, we're gonna shut down the music and we're gonna let these out of town boys perform for you."
Beep, boop, stop the party, everybody. We want to make an announcement. Stop. Everybody put your drinks down. Cut the music off. Stop partying. Stop partying. We want to bring up some guys y'all don't know. Y'all never heard of.
They're not from here.
They not from here, and y'all don't rock
They
with
from
them.
North Carolina.
But they from North Carolina. We're going to let them do like 1 or 2 songs maybe. And then y'all can get back to partying.
I think maybe we was on our first selection.
I think y'all was going into the second
We was going into the second
Going into the
selection.
second one.
So the whole time I got my eye on my dude.
I need
Knox.
this animated while you
Yo,
tell us. We need to
yo,
do an animated
yo.
story of this shit right here.
The whole time we rocking, I'm looking at my man Knox. So I think this club, they had a lit up dance floor where it was like the lights on the dance floor. And the
they could see you
security
there.
was big on you can't have your drink on the dance floor. And Knox like, he'll move and Knox will get his ass right back on the middle of that dance floor with 2 beers.
Was this the
Drinking.
night of that chicken?
Yeah, fuck y'all. My niggas on stage and we rocking out this bitch. So next thing I know, I turn around and I think I noticed it first because I tapped Booms. I was like, yo, they fucking juicing Knox right there. And we just shut down. We shut that. We shut down the set and we just went to save Knox. And Big Shots Nasty came out here because he knocked 100 piece of wings out of bitch hands, trying to be generous. He was like, "Nah, miss, let me carry them wings for you." And drop the whole and drop the whole pan of wings.
No, hold on.
Yo, miss, let me hold that for you.
Let's say this story right, okay? Y'all set me up.
Let me hold this pan.
She said she needed help. Ain't nobody moved. No, ain't nobody moved. Everybody sat there.
He dropped 100 pack of wings.
Hey,
the whole
hey, I want the
pan
camera
of
to
wings.
see right now. You see them, you see me. I am the littlest one out of everybody.
Fuck you, drop the chicken wings,
They
son.
pushed me and was like, yo, oh yeah, he got you. They just pushed me out there.
He dropped the whole 100 pack of wings.
Yeah, they pushed
But
me.
look, nah, he was trying to be a gentleman. He was like,
I
no,
wasn't
miss.
gonna do
He was like,
it.
yo,
I
miss.
didn't wanna do
Yo,
it.
miss, can I help you out with those wings?
That's not what happened. Y'all shoved me out there. Was like, yeah, he gonna help you. Next thing I know, okay, damn.
Oh my God.
I'm
Did
lit.
anybody eat them?
I'm lit. They probably
They
did.
scraped them shits back up.
Somebody ate them wings.
When I scooped that up,
But I
though,
promise you, it was like 100 pack. It was like a big ass pan
Yo, it
of
was
wings
bad.
that she was taking in the club.
it was like 5 though. It was like 5 trays of the joints, and I had like 1 tray.
We gotta talk about the Dizzy G's days too on the next segment.
Yeah,
on the
we
next
talk about
segment.
the
I'm
Dizzy
sitting
G.
here thinking about like
Dirty Art.
I'm trying
Yeah,
to
big
think
shots
like
to
how,
Dirty Art. Yeah, we gotta
it's
have
so
part
much
two.
stuff. Look,
We got to.
I'm sitting here thinking like,
There's a part
how do we
2.
get, you know what I'm saying, the buzz around here like that. And I was like, we was doing the stupid shows
Because
at Dizzy G.
I'm not getting into it, but because we was throwing our own parties.
Yeah.
And that's when it transcended.
Yeah,
to
that's
elsewhere.
when it went to
But
the
yeah,
next level.
you doing the rap you to me?
So blind.
You gonna do the rap?
on Market Street. Dizzy
He
G
got to
was there
spit
by Ryan.
16 bars.
The own joints.
No, West Market.
Yeah,
West Market.
we was killing it out
So
there.
what are we doing? What are we doing?
Okay, so we are going to play Would You Rather. Thank you, cuz.
Big shots of
Thank
Nasty.
you. Yeah, shout
Big shots of Nasty in the
Shout out to
wings,
Nasty.
yo. Big shots of Nasty in the
Y'all be
wings.
playing around, yo. I know these cats
Like over 20 years.
From the hood like you.
like over 20 years. Hey, I got stories too that they
Councilman,
talk about them.
Councilman Amazing.
Big shots of Councilman Amazing,
Word
yo,
up.
from the Hood Like You, Volume 1.
Y'all got all our old joints on.
Damn, who
Excellent
else?
V, the Clergy.
Damn, we look young as a bitch.
Yeah,
Look at this
B.
shit right here. Look at this shit.
Y'all do look like little babies. That's, wow. You look like your son. That's a shame. Okay, so y'all ready? So
What are we doing?
instead of doing one, we're going to do Would You Rather.
All right.
Okay? So basically the premise is I'll give you two options and you're going to tell me which one you would choose. Would
Okay.
you rather? Okay, y'all ready? You
Okay.
ready?
Yeah, let's
I'm
do
sorry,
it.
he's reminiscing.
Let's do it.
This some dope shit. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Would you rather Biggie or Tupac?
Bigulous.
Yeah, Biggie.
Biggie?
Hold on, but what am I rather?
I need understanding. Why Biggie? Why?
Yeah, because I can't say that.
And you know what
So
I'm saying?
you were gonna go with Tupac?
I say it all the time.
Depends on my mood.
Personally, I was
Really
never.
depends on my
Personally,
mood.
when I think of my past, I was never really a Tupac fan until Machiavelli came out, and I was always a Biggie fan. Yeah, I mean, hey, that's me. I also feel like It Was Written is Nas' best album. So it's a lot of people that disagree with me on that too.
Yeah.
But
Depends on my mood, you know what I'm saying? Because I definitely can be in my mood where I need big, but Pac is a mood. You know what I'm saying? You got to have a certain type of energy of something that you're dealing with when you want. You know.
and there would never be another either one of them. But
Nah, that's true. Have you
So-
watched Death Row Chronicles? Okay, I'm sorry. Production said we
Is
out of
that
time.
good?
Okay. Man, it is the bomb.
okay, bet.
Suge Knight is talking from jail, still talking shit about Puffy. But anyway,
What channel
would
that
you
come on?
rather as a producer?
Hold on. What'd you say?
Would you rather as a producer, Kanye or Timberland?
Yeezy. Timberland if it was 2003.
Timberland.
Nah. Nope.
The audience
No.
is saying Timberland.
Say that one more time, brother. Say that one more time, my brother.
Man, I'm running with Timberland, man. It's an automatic hit.
Yo, big
No,
shot,
that's not true.
big shots to
That's not
Caviar and
true.
Condoms, rolling with Kanye.
It is cocktails and combos.
Yo, yeah, V all day. I'm rocking with Timbo, yo.
Timberland?
Yeah, got that. Yeah, got that.
So one for Kanye, one for Timberland.
That's a good that's
I
a
like
good
that.
battle right there.
I like that.
You ready? Prince or Michael Jackson?
Prince. Hold on,
Now, I'm go ahead. You go first, yo.
Depends on where you going.
Michael Jackson made Off the Wall.
Gotta leave that 9 to 5 up on the shelf
Prince
and
made
just
Purple
enjoy
Rain.
yourself.
Prince made Purple Rain.
Yeah. Prince.
Michael Jackson made Human Nature.
Michael Jackson made
Prince
the
made
song.
Pink
Wow.
Cashmere.
He made Purple Rain too.
Yeah, but I'm going into my catalog.
When doves cry,
Yeah, man.
how could you just leave me standing?
I'm gonna go with the purple one, yo.
You going with the purple
Because
one?
because when
Shout out to
because
Shelby
when he
J.
did his thing, when he stepped out,
All right.
like he give you them joints.
Despite what you said and what Quincy Jones said.
Quincy Jones
Okay.
said that Michael Jackson
All right?
was
Despite
a
what
thief.
you said and what Quincy Jones said.
He
They
apologized.
call him back. Yeah, they
He
When I
apologized.
think
I
of,
think
hold on.
his first interview though, I think that was legit.
When I think of my younger years,
His family went and got him.
when I think
Yeah.
of my
They was like,
younger
"All right, old
years,
man, come on."
how I made a little money when people used to throw money at me for dancing, I was never doing Prince.
It was
I
always Michael
I was
Jackson.
doing Michael Jackson. I'm thinking of my 7-year-old son right now who's infatuated with the Jackson
He
5.
is.
Michael Jackson, anything Michael Jackson it's like blows his mind.
I used to have the Michael Jackson
blows
doll.
his mind.
Anybody-
currently.
I believe it. My daughter went through that as well. Anybody our age was young and their parents at one point in time told them, boy, get in here and do the Michael Jackson in front of all their friends. Come do the Michael Jackson.
That's right.
Come do the Michael Jackson.
But then
Prince
as I
was
got
sexy,
older,
though.
but then
I didn't know nothing about that back
But then
then.
as I got
Man.
older, I realized Prince was
I
a
keep
genius.
trying to get my husband to put
And a
on
G.
heels
and a
dance
genius and a G at the same time.
with a guitar.
Boone's gave 1 vote to Prince. I'm gonna give 1 vote to Mike.
That's fair.
All right, let's go.
Okay, y'all ready? I'm sorry. Big Daddy Kane or LL Cool J?
That is not a hard one for me.
Big Daddy and who?
Or LL?
I get the job done. Kane.
Kane. As a spinner. Kane.
Don't disrespect L. I'm not disrespecting L.
I'm not disrespecting L,
But, you know, Kane.
LL killing them though.
but Kane. Yeah.
You going with Big? Oh,
LL
we
killing
got
them
it.
with hits, right?
Hush, baby, don't let you go. This is how to. All
Yeah,
right.
but you know, ain't nobody
Big Daddy
messing
Kane. I
with
got-
Kane. It's
yeah.
very few rocking with Kane.
No, you saying.
Would you rather?
Kane is in Raleigh too, I believe.
He
So shout
is.
out to Big Daddy.
Yeah,
Shout
big
out
shots
to
to Kane.
Big
Big shots to
Daddy
Skaz
Kane.
Digger.
Right
Big shots to Skaz
Yeah,
Digger.
Skaz. And we got some joints to do, Skaz. We working on them joints too.
Stay tuned.
What up, homie?
Would you rather trap or backpack music?
Well, I thought you was about to ask me would I rather trap or backpack. See, I rather trap.
Backpack in the trap.
I rather backpack in the trap to trap. Mood. It all depends on mood though. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't really say a backpack or trap. It's just my mood, so I really can't answer that.
Yeah. Cause a backpack
Y'all whack.
situation
You gotta
might
pick
be dope.
one.
It
You gotta
might
pick
boom.
one.
I'm gonna go with trap.
I'm gonna go with backpacking.
I'm gonna go. Since he said trap, I'm going backpack.
Yeah, I'm gonna go trap.
Oh shit! Boo said
Y'all
trap.
ready? Would you rather Jill Scott or Jasmine Sullivan?
Jill Scott. Philly. Shout out to Philly. Shout out to the Super Bowl
Jasmine
champs.
Sullivan's from Philly too, but look.
Hold on, Jasmine
I'm
Sullivan
gonna
from
tell y'all
Philly?
something. Hold on,
The fudge
time out.
out of here.
Time out. Y'all know my background. I'm
Grit.
rolling with Jasmine Sullivan.
From
I'm rolling with
VA?
Jasmine, yo. I'm rolling with Jasmine.
Look, I got one word to say. Grits. You say grits? Who killed the game with just one word? Grits? Grit. That's Jill Scott. Everybody say that. Everybody say
Grits.
grits.
Hey, yo.
Grab my pee.
Yo, you
grab my-
remember the story dude said that night about how we know about Jill Scott? Your man?
Charles.
Yeah. Michael Jordan
W.
was responsible for the world here in Jill Scott. We'll talk about it on another episode. Though.
Another episode.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Shout out to Fanatic and his master classes.
Yeah, that was dope.
Pepsi or Coke?
Coke.
I'm a Pepsi guy.
My man. It's
Pepsi
division
guy.
in my house.
I'm a
This is
Pepsi
super
guy.
long shirt flyer.
And that shit started in North Carolina. Come on, son, make your choice, B.
I'm gonna go with Coke.
All right.
Cocaina.
Method Man or Red Man?
Yo, I'm little background.
Uh-oh, give it to me.
So I hated everybody in the Wu-Tang except Meth when Wu first came out.
M-E-T-H-O-D.
And then as I continued to listen to it, I learned to love everybody in the Wu. My brother Caesar, big shots to Caesar, he loved Redman. He was like, nah, fuck Method Man, yo, you need to listen to Redman. And then I became a huge Redman fan, so I'm going Redman.
Yeah, I'm going red. And I fuck with meth.
Yeah.
But I'm going red.
Yeah, I gotta go red.
You gotta go red. You gotta go red.
I go red.
You gotta go red, man.
That's a good question. I like
Great
that.
Are
question.
y'all ready?
Yeah.
The Wire or Power?
The Wire.
Yeah, the Wire. Yeah, the Wire. Easy. Big shots to my B-Mo Baltimore blocks.
Baltimore.
Yo, big shots to my B-Boy dude. Big shots to my dude Ronnie.
I like
big
the
shots to
Cure.
Kev Jinx.
Mirror.
Big shots to Pratt Street.
Mirror.
Big shots to BD. Big shots to DK.
I like Merrick and Curb Kid rare.
Duh. Two. Yeah, big
My
shots to
Baltimore
my
people
Baltimore
with the
people.
mirrors that put the
Yeah,
mirrors
Wire,
on
yo.
it.
The
Man.
Wire, yo.
Okay.
Yep, it's wire all day.
Outcast or A Tribe Called Quest? Which would you rather? If somebody said, yo, we fucking with y'all tonight, who y'all rolling with? Outcast or Tribe?
Now you say that, Outcast. Outcast. Now you say that part, Outcast.
Oh, wow, because Fife, rest in peace, Fife.
Yeah, rest in peace, Fife Dog.
Rest in
I mean, I don't know. I can't say it. I can't say it
Make
that
a choice.
easy.
Make a
I
choice.
can't say it that easy.
What if Fife was living, though?
If Fife is
So in
living,
the
real
audience,
talk.
they still
If
going-
Fife is living, I'm going with the Tribe, yo.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you from I'm just
going
thinking,
with the Tribe.
I'm just thinking about the masses and being more impactful. I don't know. I think Outkast would be more impactful than Tribe, even though our name came from Tribe. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm thinking about.
Tribe gave you.
If
Outkast gave you so
if-
much
hey,
too.
hold on. If
I mean, it's a
Outkast-
lot.
If Outkast did this compared to Tribe doing this, it's gonna be different.
Baby. The South got something to
Yeah,
say,
let's
and
go-
all y'all
yeah,
niggas
good
can't
question.
get y'all ball
Good
back.
question, Kimmy B.
That was a good question.
Good question. That's tough.
I think my heart is really with the cast.
With
though.
the cast.
But I'm gonna say Tribe.
Good question.
He on the fence. He's a
history,
fence
yeah.
rider.
Pause.
Pause.
Pause. Would you rather watch football or basketball?
Well, specifically for me, shout out to
Is
the
that
world,
easy?
shout out to the world champion Philadelphia Eagles. So, and considering that the soon-to-be world champion Philadelphia 76ers play tonight, I'm gonna go with basketball because that's what I'll be watching tonight. But you know,
Yo, I'm gonna say big shout out to my cousin George. He was like, yo, it's crazy. He asked me a question. He was like, yo, when you call Boones, do he answer on the first ring? I was like, nah. He was like, well, he should, because that's all he fucking got.
and now, hey Jules, if he said that, that's a great one, Jules.
He said, yo, do
That's
Boones
a great
answer?
one,
He
Jules.
said, do Boones answer on the first ring? I was like, nah. Well, he fucking should. So
Jules, I'm gonna find you though. I'm gonna find you for that one. But that was a good one. I do like
That's
that.
all they
But
got.
one is all that matter, baby, and we got the one we supposed to get right now.
I'm fuck it. College basketball, if you want to talk about it. College basketball, this is all I got.
Cause you ain't fucking with the Knicks. You ain't riding with the Knicks right now, right?
Oh God!
No Nick love right now. Okay. No Nick love.
I think we're gonna work this year, but that's another
Would
episode.
you rather missionary or doggy style? No, I'm just joking.
I answer that shit.
Fried chicken or steak?
This is you, man.
This is mine.
I'm a steak dude. I like my steak, and I like it medium rare.
Ooh,
Yeah, I like my steak medium rare.
you got worms.
It's all good though. All right, well, it's all good. It's all good.
I'm gonna
Y'all
go
motherfuckers might as well eat beef jerky. Y'all keep eating that shit well done. All right.
fried chicken.
My man.
Matter of fact, fried chicken doggy style, actually.
Oh,
I like that,
you
boo.
doggy.
That's good.
I like it doggy style too.
How about this one? How about
I
this?
like it when
how
my
about this one?
husband
I like
hit it from the back.
I like it doggy style. Hold on.
That's for a different podcast.
Now,
I'm sorry.
hold on. I like it doggy style with the plate of steak placed on the person's back. Eating the steak, tapping the jam.
I just want to let y'all know
Tap the
that all this is disrespectful.
That is it.
I don't need to hear none of this
I am
nasty
Kimmy
shit.
B, and I am an audio trafficker.
I am Monday Boones. I am an audio trafficker.
I am J to the B, and I am an audio trafficker.
Thank you for watching. Make sure y'all subscribe, hit like, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
Look out for part 2 of the
Yeah, and
Ilpo
stay
conversation.
tuned for the part 2.
finish.
We got a
can't
lot
just
we
do
gotta
one
talk
clearly.
about,
I
yo.
see.
We got
Man,
a
they
lot.
got so much
Gotta
shit to
open the
talk
can of
about.
worms, man. We're gonna be talking about some of y'all rappers that we have interacted with too in the next episode.
Cheers.
Some of y'all we don't got so much nice things to say. Some of y'all we do.
And we're out. Holla.